Hi students, in this session I discuss the first part of the integral calculus. You are all familiar with differentiation and integration concepts. You studied the integrations in PU classes. So here in this sessions we discuss the integrations by using some higher versions, how to find integrations of some of the functions. Yes, before going to that, mm, I just give some integration formulas what you studied in PU classes. So just you see, look into this, and you should remember all these integration formulas. Integration of x to the n is x to the n plus 1 by n plus 1. So likewise, integration of 1 by x, integration of a to the x, e to the x, sin x, cos, secant, square x, cosecant square x, integration of secant x, tan x. So like that, it is a list of integration formulas. So once again, you should remember all these formulas: integration of 1 by a square plus x square. So this is the last opportunity to learn the integrations, because in so next coming semesters you are studying some difficult problems. So everywhere we are using, when we are solving differential equations, we are using integrations. So in that point of view, some of the papers are completely depends on integrations. So better thing is this, you should think this is the last opportunity to learn the integrations. So better you learn simple integrations. I am not asking to find a integration of 1 by a square plus x square into dx. That just an example I am given. So it is not necessary to prove once again the integration of 1 by a square plus x square is 1 by a into tan inverse of x by a plus c. So, but here you should remember at least its formula, and some rules of the integrations. Okay, so you should remember it. So around 32 problems are 32, sorry, around 40 formulas are there. Okay, so these are the hyperbolic integrations of some hyperbolic functions. And likewise, the integration of 1 by x into root of x square minus a square. Likewise, so e to the a, integration of e to the x sin bx, integration of e to the x cos bx into dx. And some rules are given here: integration of f of x to the n f dash of x dx. So that means ಈ f of x ನ differentiation ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ರೆ, so you can use this formula f of x to the n plus 1 by n plus 1. So the differentiation of the numerator of this numerator consists of differentiation of the denominator. So then its integration is log of denominator, like that. ಈ denominator ನ differentiation numerator ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ರೆ, so integration ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, log of denominator ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that type of problems. ಈಗ for example, you see 1 by x by log x is there. Okay, so in that time you can write its integration is log of log x plus c. So in that format. Similarly, this is the formula f dash of x by root of f of x dx is there. So that so when we are solving this by taking f of x is equal to some t, so we obtain that 2 into root of f of x plus c. And e to the power of x, it should be e to the power of x only, not e to the power of 2x 3x like that. It is only e to the power of 1x. Okay, not even minus x also. So in that time, f of x plus f dash of x integration, so its value is equal to integration of e to the x into f of x plus f dash of x dx is equal to e to the x into f of x plus c. So likewise, so and one more integration formula is integration by parts. Integration of product is given. So integration of u into v is equal to u into integration of v minus integration of v into differentiation of u into dx. So it is very important formula. So many times you are using this one, integration of uv is equal to, so in the, if you wanted to find the integration of a product, so usually we are using this formula, u into integration of v minus integration of v into differentiation of u dx, like that. And some properties, when you are solving the problems, you are using these properties of definite integrations, not indefinite integrations, properties of definite integrations. So here integration of a to b f of x dx value is the same as integration of a to b f of t dt. So variable x does not matters, that may be t also. Okay, so if you wanted to change its order a to b, if you want to take it as b to a, in that time you have to put one negative sign here. Okay, like that integration of a to b f of x dx is there, and c is the middle point of the interval a and b. In that time we can write it as a to c f of x dx plus c to b into f of x dx. Okay, so again 0 to a f of x dx can be written as 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್. ತುಂಬ ಕಡೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ತುಂಬ ಕಡೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತುಂಬ ಕಡೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ 0 to 2a f of x dx is there. So if it satisfies these properties, the function f of x satisfies these properties. ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ 2a minus x ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸೇ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟಗ್ರಲ್ ಎಸ್ 2 to 0 to a, 0 to 2a ಇರೋದನ್ನ 2 to 0 to a f of x dx ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಸೊ suppose it satisfies the second condition, f of 2a minus x is minus of f of x. In that time you write its value directly 0 ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ and minus a to a f of x dx is equal to, you can write it is so when it is satisfying this condition, f of minus x is equal to f of x. So that means it is an even function anta helti. So any function which is satisfying this condition, f of minus x is equal to f of x, then we say it is an even function. If it is even function, so in that time we can write this integral as 2 into 0 to a f of x dx. Minus a to a ಇರೋದನ್ನ 0 to a ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ 2 ನ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, so and you can take its value directly as 0 when f of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. So many times in competitive exams, in CET, other some compulsorily a question is asked by using this property. This last property is very important one. So minus a to plus a, integration from minus a to plus a f of x dx. ಸೊ ಮುಂದೆ ಜಾಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ಗಳು ಬಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್. ಮೈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ integration of sin x? So you know that integration of sin x is what is the integration of sin x? So integration of sin x is what? Yes, of course it is minus cos x. So integration of, this time I'm using different type of board, colored board, green board, for some changes. So integration of sin x dx is equal to, it is integration of sin x is minus cos x plus c. So okay, so then what is integration of sin square x? Of course we can find the integration of sin square x is, integration of sin square x is equal to, integration of sin square x can be written as half into 1 minus cos 2x into dx. So now you integrate this, you take half common factor. So integration of 1 is x minus integration of cos 2x is sin 2x by 2 plus c. So then what is integration of cos cube x? For cos cube x we have formula 1 by 4 into that 3 sin x minus sin 3x. For sin cube x we can easily find integration of sin cube x kuda find out ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ. sin to the power 4 ಅಂದ್ರೆ we can use repeatedly, we are using that sin square x whole square. Okay, so how anyhow we can manage to find the value of the integration of sin to the power 4x. Suppose if I asking sin to the power of 8x, so how many times you are using the formula? Sin to the power of 25x. Suppose the question is integration of sin to the power of 25x. So how can we find its integration? Integration of sin to the power 100x, sin to the power 100x. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ sin to the power of 100x ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಹೇಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? How to find its integrations? Okay, so the better thing is, so use so once you find the integration of sin to the power of nx dx. So for some value n, if you find the integration of sin to the power of nx dx, so then from that you can obtain integrations with any degree, integrations with sin of any degree. Sin to the power of 10x we can find, sin to the power of 100x we can find, sin to the power of 1000x also we can find by using that value. So then we call it is the reduction formula. Reduction formula ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಎನ್ಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಿಗ್ರಿನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು, ಸೊ ಡಿಗ್ರಿನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್. What is the reduction formula for sin to the power of nx dx? Okay, so and we need to find the reduction formula for sin to the power nx dx. Is to find the reduction formula for sin to the power of nx dx. So take this function integration of sin to the power nx dx. First you consider this function sin to the power of nx dx. Okay, so you can write this sin to the power of nx dx as, integration from sin to the power n minus 1x into sin x into dx. So you can write this is integration of sin to the power of n minus 1x sin x into dx. So because if you multiply these two, once again it gives sin to the power of nx. ಅದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ multiply ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎರಡನ್ನು. So now you here to integrate this, use the integration by parts. So that is by using, as I already discussed in the above formulas, by using integration by parts, integration of uv dx is equal to u into integration of v dx minus integration of v into differentiation of u into dx. So integration of sin to the power nx dx is equal to, as here you take sin x in place of v, you take this is v and this is u and apply this formula. So u means sin to the power n minus 1x into integration of v, that is integration of sin x. Okay, that is integration of sin x dx minus integration of v, that is integration of sin x dx into differentiation of u. What is u here? U is sin to the power n minus 1x, and what is its differentiation? Its differentiation gives that n minus 1 into sin to the power n minus 2x. Again, so ಈಗ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪವರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ sin x ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ sin x is cos x into dx. So now simplifying this, which is equal to sin to the power n minus 1x, integration of sin x is minus cos x. Integration of sin x is not plus cos x, it is minus cos x minus integration of sin x ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So integration of sin x is minus cos x into n minus 1 into sin to the power n minus 2 x into cos x into dx. So now which is equal to minus of sine to the power n minus 1x cos x. This minus of minus becomes plus. Take constant n minus 1 outside. This into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x into cos x into cos x becomes cos square x. Cos square x dx. So now you take this is which is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x cos x plus n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x into this cos square x can be written as 1 minus sine square x. ಈ cos square x ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ 1 minus sine square x ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. 1 minus sine square x into dx. So which is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x cos x plus n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x into 1 is sine to the power n minus 2x. Again plus into minus is minus. Plus into minus is minus. Now you write this is minus n minus 1 into integration of, you see this sine to the power n minus 2x into sine to the power 2x. When you multiplying this sine to the power n minus 2x with sine to the power 2x, so then it is sine to the power n minus 2 plus 2x into dx. So you know that why I am writing like this. ಇದೆರಡು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪವರ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. When you are adding its power, it is n minus 2 and its power is 2. So then it becomes n minus 2 plus 2x into dx. So now which is equal to integration of sine to the power nx dx is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x cos x plus n minus 1 into, sorry this is n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x into dx, and this is minus of n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power nx dx. So now you can take this term to left hand side. So ಇದನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಇದು. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಟು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ minus n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power nx dx is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x into cos x plus n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x into dx, sine to the power n minus 2x into dx. Now so take integration of sine to the power nx dx is common factor. So integration of sine to the power sine to the power of nx dx, you take it as a common factor, so then remaining here is 1 minus of n minus 1, so then it becomes minus n and plus 1, minus n plus 1. So minus n plus 1 is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x into cos x plus n minus 1 into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x dx. Yes, here you can cancel this. So actually this is minus of n minus 1, minus of n minus 1. So when it comes to left hand side, so actually this is what? Minus of n minus 1, minus of n minus 1 come to left hand side. So the left hand side bandre adu positive agutte, plus agutte idu. So when it is plus, then it becomes plus, idu minus agutte idu. So then it becomes minus. So minus. Okay. So now we can cancel this plus 1 and minus 1. Remaining is n. So integration of sine to the power nx dx is equal to minus of sine to the power n minus 1x into cos x, this divided by n. This n, we bring this n to right hand side. Illi n ideyala ಅದನ್ನು ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಎನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಎನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿರೋದನ್ನ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇದು ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಬೈ ಎನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 2x ಇಂಟು ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ integration of sine to the power of nx dx, integration of sine to the power of nx dx. Okay, by using this you can find, or one more thing. So suppose if you denote this sine to the power of nx dx is some in, you can take this is in. So let in is equal to this, let in is equal to integration of sine to the power of nx dx. So you can denote this final step as in is equal to, we denote this one as in is equal to minus of sine to the power n minus 1x into cos x divided by n plus n minus 1 by n into, so this is what n minus, this is in minus 2, this is in minus 2, because sine to the power of nx, integration of sine to the power of nx dx can be written as in. Similarly, integration of sine to the power n minus 2x dx can be written as in minus 2. ಇದನ್ನ in ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ in minus 2 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Okay, so now similarly to, and in the given question they are asking to find and hence evaluate 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of nx dx. Okay, so you also, you take this is once again you denote this is i1 in dash or something else. Okay, so in dash is equal to, so let in dash is equal to, let or in dash is equal to integration from, you can denote this is in, there is no problem, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ವಿತ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡು. ನಾನು ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಸೇಮ್ ನೋಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ in dash ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. in dash is equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power nx dx. We already know this result. Take this is 1 and you take this is 2. Okay, so from 1 we have that, from 1 or by using 1, so we have that in dash is equal to, so you directly, we already evaluate integration of sine to the power of nx dx. Okay, so in the same integration, in the same results you just apply the limit. Integrations find out ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೈನಸ್ sine to the power n minus 1x into cos x, this divided by n with the limit 0 to pi by 2 plus n minus 1 by n into integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power n minus 2x dx. Okay, now you apply the limit to this one. In dash is equal to in dash is equal to in dash is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1 pi by 2 into cos pi by 2 upper limit. This divided by n minus of put x is equal to 0 minus sine to the power n minus 1 0 into cos 0 divided by n. It's the lower limit. Okay, so now you take this is plus n minus 1 by n into, as all of you know that I n dash means integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of nx dx. Hagadre integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power n minus 2x dx can be written as I n minus 2 dash. We denote that is I n minus 2 dash. Okay, so now I n dash is equal to yes, here you see cos 90 is equal to cos 90 value is equal to 0. So cos 90 value is 0, first term becomes 0, and sin 0 value is 0, second term also 0. Remaining terms in this one is I n dash is equal to ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿಯೋದು ಅದೊಂದನೆ I n dash is equal to n minus 1 by n into I n minus 2 dash. Yes, by using this result, okay, after obtaining this I n dash is equal to n minus 1 by n into I n minus 2 dash, again by using this expression 3, you find I n minus 2 dash. What is I n minus 2? It is very easy to find I n minus 2 dash. You just put n is equal to n minus 2 in above expression. So which gives that, so n minus 2 minus 1 divided by n minus 2, this into I n minus 2 dash, which is equal to n minus 3 by n minus 2 into this is what I n minus 4 dash. So using this again in 3, using this in 3, we have that I n dash is equal to so n minus 1 by n into what is I n minus 2 dash? I n minus 2 dash is n minus 3 by n minus 2 into I n minus 4 dash. This is n minus 3 by n minus 2 into I n minus 4 dash. Yes, if you go on continuing like this, again find I n minus 4th dash, and again finding I n minus 6th dash, and finally substitute this one. So what happens? Suppose n is equal to 5. Suppose if I am asking to find integration of sine to the power of 5x. So finally we have 5 minus 4 means it is 1. I1 dash, we obtain I1 dash. Okay. So suppose n is equal to 5 is there. If n is equal to 5, so then it is I5 dash is equal to 5 minus 1 by 5 into 5 minus 3 by 5 minus 2 into I5 minus 4 is 1 dash. So then what it gives? It gives that 5 minus 1 means what? What is the 5 minus 1 value? It is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 into, and this is 2 by 3 into I1 dash. So that means you take any odd number like n is equal to 7, n is equal to 9. That same thing happens, but the difference is ಇನ್ನೊಂದು terms ಇನ್ನೊಂದು factors ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay, so like that, so you can generalize the result. You can generalize the result. Similarly, if n is equal to 4, what happens? If n is 4, in that time it is 4 minus 1 by 4 into 4 minus 3 by 4 minus 2 into I. 4 minus 4 is 0, 0 dash. Ultimately that value becomes 0, I0 dash obtained. Similarly, if you find one more steps in that one, we have in minus 6, in minus 8, in minus 12, in minus 20, in minus 100. Like that it continues. But just by guessing, ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವೇ ಗೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜನರಲೈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಐ ಎನ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ is equal to, so I n dash is equal to, it is n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on. You see, when it is odd number, that last value is 2 by 3 up to 2 by 3 into I1 dash. And for even number, so this is when n is odd, when n is odd number. Okay, so n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on. When n is even number, which is the last number, sorry if you write here, so what is the value of this is 3 by 4 and this is 1 by 2 into I naught dash. That last number last number is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into I naught dash when n is even number. Okay, so what is the value of I1 dash and I naught dash? We need to find that values. I naught dash ಮತ್ತು I1 dash find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. I naught dash means, what is I n dash? Integration of sine to the power of n. So similarly, to find I naught dash, n ಗೆ 0 ಹಾಕಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. So I naught dash is equal to, I naught dash is equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power n is 0 here, 0 x, which is equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of 0 value is 1 into dx. What is the integration of 1? Integration of 1 is x with limit 0 to pi by 2, which is equal to pi by 2 minus 0 is equal to pi by 2. I naught dash value is equal to pi by 2. Similarly, I1 dash is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 1x dx, sine to the power 1x dx, which is equal to what is the integration of sin x? Integration of sin x is minus cos x with the limit 0 to pi by 2, which is equal to minus of, apply the limit, cos pi by 2 minus cos 0. So which is equal to, what is the value of cos 0? Cos 90 is 0. So it is equal to minus of 0 minus 1, because cos 0 is 1, which is equal to 1. Now I n dash is equal to, you can write the result. I n dash is equal to, it is n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on 2 by 3 into I1 dash. What is I1 dash? I1 dash is equal to 1. I1 dash is equal to 1. This is when n is odd number. When n is odd number. So n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on 1 by 2 into So I naught value is pi by 2. So this is the reduction formula when n is even number. When n is even number. So this is the reduction formula for integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of nx. So therefore integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power nx dx is equal to n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on k, where k is equal to pi by 2 when n is even and k is equal to 1, otherwise k is equal to 1 when k is equal to pi by 2 when n is even and k is equal to 1 when n is odd. By using these reduction formulas, we can find the integrations of with any degree, that are integrands of any degree. For example, so if you wanted to evaluate integration of sine to the power 5x dx. To evaluate this integration of sine to the power of 5x dx without limits 0 to pi by 2 ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ sine to the power of 5x dx ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪುಟ್ n is equal to 5. n is equal to 5 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪವರ್ 5 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಪುಟ್ n is equal to 5 here. So integration of sine to the power nx dx is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x cos x by n. Okay, use that formula. We know that integration of sine to the power nx dx is equal to minus sine to the power n minus 1x cos x divided by n plus n minus 1 by n into integration of sine to the power n minus 2x dx. Okay, in this formula put n is equal to 5 here. So which implies that put n is equal to 5 in 1. Okay, you take this is 1. So now what happens, it is sine to the power 5x dx is equal to sine to the power 5x dx is equal to, when you put n is equal to 5 here, it is minus sine to the power n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1 is 4x into cos x divided by n is 5 plus 5 minus 1 by 5 into integration of sine to the power 5 minus 2 is 3x dx. You can find sine to the power 3x again by using this formula. So again you take this is expression 2. So now put n is equal to 3 in equation 1. So when you put n is equal to 3, it is sine cube x dx is equal to minus sine to the power 3 minus 1 is 2x into cos x divided by 3 plus 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 into integration of sine to the power 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1 x dx. So now which gives that minus sine square x into cos x divided by 3 plus 2 by 3 into integration of sin x is minus cos x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. You substitute this value in equation 1. Substituting in equation 2, substituting this into or using this value, using above result into, we get that integration of sine to the power 5x dx is equal to minus sine to the power 4x cos x divided by 5 plus, this is 5 minus 1 by 5 minus 1 means 4 by 5 into this value, that is minus sine square x into cos x divided by 3 minus 2 cos x by 3 minus 2 cos x minus 2 cos x divided by 3. Is this correct? Check it once. So this is plus of this 3 by 2. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. So both the terms gets negative sign. So minus sin square x cos x by 3 minus 2 cos x by 3. Okay. Now the final value is integration of sine to the power 5x is equal to minus sine to the power 4x cos x divided by 5, and this is minus 4 sine square x cos x divided by 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15 minus 4 2s are 8. 8 cos x by 5 3s are 15. So this is the integration of sine to the power 5x. So, and don't forget to put constant. Okay. So plus c, this is the integration of sine to the power 5x dx. Okay, of course all becomes negative, minus there. So next step it is plus, after that it is all are negative sign, getting negative sign. Okay. And one more result. Evaluate integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 8x dx. This is the integrand with limits 0 to pi by 2 ಇದೆ. So here I am using this relation formula. So we know that integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of nx dx is equal to integration. We know that integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power nx dx is equal to n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on. It is 1 by 2 into pi by 2 when n is even number. Here power of the sign is 8. So degree 8 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ನೀವು ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, 8 ಅಂದರೆ ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೈ ಬೈ 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವ್ಯಾನ್ n is even number. Okay, so put n is equal to 8 here. n ಗೆ 8 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, so integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 8x dx is equal to 8 minus 1 by 8 into 8 minus 3 by 8 minus 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 1/2 ಬರೋವರೆಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 8 minus 5 by 8 minus 4, like that it continues. 8 minus 7 by 8 minus 6. 8 minus 7 is 1, 8 minus 6 is 2. This is 1/2 into pi by 2. ಅಥವಾ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So which is equal to, so then this is 7 by 8 and it is 5 by 6 and it is 3 by 4 and 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So here you can cancel 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are 3 ones are 3 twos are 7 fives are 35 pi divided by 8 twos are 16, 16 fours are 32, 16 fours, sorry 8 twos are 16, 16 fours are 64, 64 into 4, 64 into 4, 64 twos are 128, 128 twos are 256. Okay, just to go and calculate that value. 2 twos are 4, 4 fours are 16, 16 into 16 or 16 twos are 16 twos are 32, 32 into 8. So it is 236. Okay. So like this you find sine to the power of 7x, sine to the power of 5x with the limit 0 to pi by 2. And without limit also you can find its values. You try to find integration of sine to the power of 6x dx and integration of 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of 7x dx. Okay, so find that two values. So ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so evaluate integration of sine to the power 5 find out ಮಾಡಿದೀವ. Take it as 6x dx and integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power 7x dx. This is without limit, this is with limit. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರದೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ 3-4 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಟು ಇಟ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.